The students, it is the second video for week 8, technical and business writing, and we are learning how to write a professional CV or resume. And in this discussion, we are going to talk about the components of the CV. Often the students are confused about the term CV and resume, that what difference is between CV and resume. CV, curriculum vitae, is a detailed discussion about our academic and research details, and this type of writing product is used in applying for some position as a researcher, some position as a professor, okay, and there we explain lots of the details relevant to our research methodologies and other information. Resume is rather a general biodata which is used for the minor jobs, okay, minor vacancies, employment. Thirdly, in British context, CVs normally used, whereas Americans and the Canadians normally they use the word resume. Fine. It depends on the nature of the employment. Fine. Now, what are the main points of the CV? Contact details. The very first thing that we should mention and we must mention in the first portion of your CV is your full name, contact detail, that where you can be contacted. Full name, home address, mean your residence, active mobile number where they can call you, your email address where we they can send you the different type of correspondence, okay, and photograph if required. This is the first thing that we have to include in our clear. Once again, your name, full and exact name, and it should be same which has been mentioned in your matriculation certificates and others, in your ID card or in your passport. Home address, it is required for sending mail and okay. Mobile number where you can be instantly talked to, email address for further communication, photograph to identify you if required. Okay, and most of the CVs don't require the photograph. Often they ask you separately, but in the modern it is a trend that they ask you to paste or to give your latest photograph. Thereby we should give the photograph, but we must keep in mind that the photograph you are providing, that must be with proper professional background, and you must expose yourself in the photograph as a professional, because often these photographs becomes the part of the record. Profile. A CV profile is a concise statement that highlights your key skills. Keep CV personal statement short and snappy. 100 words is the perfect length. Well, this is one of the very this is what CV profile is, the portfolio. Okay, portfolio is that what you're more striking achievements, more striking points of your personality that must be the part of the profile. Okay, and in the modern CV writing, the profile you write is one of a very, very strong communication in which you compose what are the skills, your skills, personality traits, plus your future plans, your future vision. Okay, they all are combined together and they give a better option, they give a better view of your personality. Okay, and make the recruiter in ease to select you. Clear? Education. List and date all previous education, including professional qualifications. Place the most recent first. Include qualification type, grades, and dates. Mention specific modules only where relevant. Second portion is education. Obviously, when you are applying for a software engineer, you're applying as a network engineer, chemical engineer, as a HR manager, whatever the position is. Definitely, the employer is interested to explore about your professional qualification. Do you deserve it or not? Clear? There are certain problems. For example, there are certain vacancies where it is legally important to place a person well qualified because they expect the same level of expertise. Fine. Thereby, we must ensure the recent. And now the technique, what technique we can use. Okay, so education is two kinds: formal education, okay, then the education you get as a day scholar in university, and other professional qualification that you get along with your main degree program. For example, the students of the computer sciences, when they in the course of their main degree program, they also if they find opportunity, they jump into CCNA, they opt the courses of graphic designing. Okay, they also love to learn about networking techniques. Okay, they enhance their communication skills. They join the writing skills, technical and business writing, content writing. So there are the other professional qualifications that boost your professional degree, that uh, makes you more talented and diverse personality. But the trick here, place the most recent first. Okay, normally in Pakistan, we have seen that when the CVs are made, they write the matriculation at the first. This is really something wrong, because your employee, you just give your, you just place your हाईएस्ट डिग्री फर्स्ट, बिकॉज जब एम्प्लॉय की नजर पड़ेगी इस सेक्शन एजुकेशन के नीचे मैट्रिक लिखा हो और नीचे कहीं जाके आपने एमफिल लिखा हुआ, ओके, नीचे कहीं जाकर आपने जनाब अली एमएस लिखा हो, दिस इज इलॉजिकल मॉडर्न. गिव a very first, because there is a psychological reason that the employer doesn't have much time to pay meticulous detail to each and every section of your. Clear? तो सबसे पहले भाई place करें your highest qualification first with grades, okay, with date, CGPA, plus the major subject you have understood. Okay, and for the software engineers and engineers, they should also mention about their projects if they find that they are relevant to the employment nature, the nature of the work जिस काम के लिए वो अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, अगर वो समझते हैं कि ये इसके मुताबिक बेहतर है, they must do it. Work experience, this is very important. You are being hired for the work. Okay, list your work experience in reverse date order, making sure that anything you mention is relevant to the job you are applying for. Reverse order mean the same thing, that you should place your work experience the most recent first. For example, this time when you are applying for a vacancy, okay, and you must mention from 2016 to 2022 to recent 2016 to recent. मैंने 6 साल हो गए आपको एक कंपनी में जॉब करते हुए. Clear? Then make mention your recent. Then similar as you have. Let me go back. Okay, here move back for look at this. January 2015 to current. January 2015 to current. Okay, this is what I want to say. Okay, January 2015 to current or January 2015 to recent. Okay, then 2015 to January 2012 to 2015, the same order that you have applied in expressing your education, same reverse order you should use in your work experience details. Clear? And when you are putting, this is very tricky. When you are putting, how you can chisel your CV? Okay, one CV is not likely to be capable to be utilized for all the vacancies. CVs have to be tailored. CVs have to be chiseled. CV बनाए जाते हैं जॉब के मुताबिक, जो वैकेंसी अनाउंस हुई है, जो काम हुआ है, उसके मुताबिक आपने अपना सीवी जो है वो बनाना होता है. ठीक है ना? तो बेटा उसके अंदर आपको क्या करना है? उसके अंदर आपको अपना वो एक्सपीरियंस जो है, जो सबसे ज्यादा रिक्वायर्ड है, जो नौकरी के लिए जरूरी है, उसको सबसे पहले बयान करना है या उसको हाईलाइट करना है. और जो एक्सपीरियंस आपका उससे मुतालिक नहीं है, किसी और काम में है, और आप उसको मेंशन करना चाहते हैं, तो फिर उसे नीचे जाके मेंशन कीजिए. नेवर मेक इट फर्स्ट, ट्राई टू पुट इट. तो सीवी हमेशा रेलेवेंट एजुकेशन, आप टीचिंग के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो पुट योर रेलेवेंट एजुकेशन रिगार्डिंग द टीचिंग. वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, रेलेवेंट एक्सपीरियंस अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेचर ऑफ द जॉब. क्लियर? ओके. जॉब टाइटल लिखें. Name of the company. Okay, the company's name should be where you had been working, how long you were with that organization, how long you have been affiliating with that organization. Mention the tenure or duration, and most importantly, the responsibilities you have been doing there. Let me refer back to this here. Work experience. New work. Okay, streamlined the process of troubleshooting and monitoring LAN and WAN activities, okay, leading to an improvement in uptime of 21%. Fine. Here, drove operational efficiency improvements, increasing network efficiency by 13%. The main tasks you have been performing there. Fine. Skills and achievement. The next thing is skills and achievement. The skills that you list should be relevant to the job. This is very important. For example, you are applying for a teaching as a computer teacher. You're applying for, okay, you must mention the skills relevant to the teaching, like student handling, writing skills, okay, language expertise, fine, student dealing. So the relevant skills, paper checking, paper making, evaluations, they are the main task in teaching. But when you are applying for pure industry as a software engineer, then teaching experience won't worth more. Okay, they won't be interested learning about the teaching methodology and child psychology. They are interested that how you can troubleshoot, how can you develop, listen to the client's requirement, how can you prepare a plan, how can you write best code, how can you build best logic. Actually, this is what the secret is. Do not stuff your CV with irrelevant skills and things. ये कोशिश ना कीजिएगा कि आपका सीवी जो है उसमें बहुत ज्यादा बातें आ जाए. That is a confusion. Don't confuse your employer. Better be direct and simple. Here is the point. Don't exaggerate your abilities. You will need to back up your claims at interview. This is what is normal cases कि भाई अपनी शेखियां ना बिगाड़ें, गलत बातें ना कि जो आपने किया नहीं है वो आप बता रहे हैं सीवी के अंदर. It is normal practice when our vacancy is announced. People ask you, okay, put this experience, put that experience, write it. Never do it. Because if luckily you qualify for an interview or they call you for a physical demonstration, because then there is a problem. Right? Why? Because on your skills and achievements, they make the mind of your employer. And he has thought about a role. उसके ज़हन में कोई ना कोई चीज़ चल रही है. उसके कोई पास कोई ना कोई काम है. उसके पास कोई ना कोई role है. And he's interested to hire you for that role. वो आपको खास जिम्मेदारी देना चाहता है. He may be interested in appointing you some important position or responsibility. But you simply have mentioned in the paper and you don't have something in the ground. Then it is shame. And you know that shame in front of the employer will shake your confidence. बेटा ये जो shame है ना, अगर आप झूठ बोलते हैं तो अगर आप जॉब मिल जाती है तो you remain ashamed. Fine. और ये आपकी प्रोफेशनल लाइफ के अंदर बड़ी जो है वो मुसीबतों का बायस भी बन सकती है. Fine. Achievements are something. What are the skills now? The skills क्या होते हैं? But skill is something that you have learned in your education. For example, in computer sciences, you have learned coding, technical writing, okay, or related thing जो आपने अपनी formal education में हासिल किया हुआ. Then what you have learned from your professional qualification, other certification like CCNA, like technical writing courses, like graphic designing, clear? So they are your work experience. Okay, and the work experience most important is your skills are most important when you have worked with some organization. जब आप किसी organization के साथ काम करते हैं, and the responsibilities you there, they are your skills and achievements. Look at this CV. Here, they are the 30% efficiency. They are the achievements. They are the skills that person has finally achieved. So skills आपके यही होते हैं. Okay, when you claim something, when we exaggerate का मतलब होता है जब हम bluff मारते हैं, we say something unreal, we hyperbole, सही है ना? Then they match it with your education. कि भाई आप जो कह रहे हैं, have you any previous education? Do you have any fundamental understanding about it? Have you ever worked it somewhere? जो आप claim कर रहे हैं कि I have this opportunity, I have done this, I can do this, I can do that. Have you ever done it before? Okay. Plus, they also demand you the, what we say, professional certificates, work experience certificates. बेटा वो skills के ऊपर क्या मांगते हैं? Work experience certificates. So where will you get it? But unfortunately, in our settings, we get it. Interests. Okay. Interests, relevant interests that can provide a more complete picture of who you are, and as well as giving you something to talk about at interview. Interests are more important. Why? Because, for example, teacher, you are applying for an IT teacher. They would ask you, what are your interests? Okay, so we should not mention that I develop code and I do this and I do that. Interests that are relevant to the teacher. When you say, I love reading books. Okay, I love to write content for the students. Okay, I try to build new exercises, okay, and I mean relevant something. No, they are something. What is the positive thing? And they are taking you as a model teacher. And similarly, uh, if you are applying for development, so you say that I always love to learn the new technologies. I love read about the new change happen, clear, and I often write in technical journals, clear, or something that gives you a better idea about your personality, whatever position you are applying for. References. References means to give clue, to provide the address of those people who know you well. उन लोगों के to give you to ask for a cross check कि आप उन लोगों के मुतालिक whatever you have claimed, my education is this and I have done this work experience and I'm quite skilled and achievement. They ask you, okay, we believe, but give reference of some of the people who know you in the market, with whom you have been doing this all, जिनके साथ आप ये सारे काम करते रहें. Give one of the key people so that we may ask about your personality. This is called reference. Modern teaching में ये है, modern in employment, that reference are very important. Okay, then you don't need to provide the names of referees at this stage. You can say reference available upon request, but most employers would assume that to be case. If you are stuck for a space, you can leave this out. First technique, they say that do not provide the references at instant, rather than write it upon request. Means send us a separate mail and then we will provide you the name of the referees, name of the people. Okay, now in both cases, for example, you have to send it, you have no way out, then give the reference of the people from the relevant field. For example, you should give the reference. For example, you are applying for a teaching as a software computer science, okay, as a biology teacher, as a mathematics teacher. So give the reference of the teaching for whom you have been with your teachers, with your colleagues, okay. Number two, that person must be honest person and should not have any grudge with you. और जिसका भी आप रेफरेंस दे रहे हैं वो शरीफ बंदा होना चाहिए और उसका आपके साथ कोई पर्सनालिटी क्लैश ना हो. क्लियर. नंबर थ्री, इन्फॉर्म दैट पर्सन बिफोर यू आर रेफरिंग. उस बंदे को पहले बता दें. क्लियर. फोर्थ थिंग, डू नॉट गिव द प्राइवेट कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर्स. गिव द ऑफिशियल कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर एंड ऑफिशियल ईमेल एड्रेस. रेफरीज के जिनको आप रेफर कर रहे हैं उनके प्राइवेट कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर्स ना दें, बल्कि उनके ऑफिशियल कॉन्टैक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो शेयर करें. फाइन. द स्टूडेंट्स, दे आर द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द CV. Contact details, that should be the very first thing. Okay, it includes your name, home address, mobile number, email address, and a latest photograph. The purpose is that he can contact you. Profile is your exposure, okay, your personality traits, qualities, and all that in a very precise manner, so that the employer may develop an opinion about you. Education history, that he'll be clear about your education, that what type of education differences, okay, exist there. He will be able. Work experience, skill, and achievements. Clear. Skills should be relevant to the job. Achievements that you have made, that also must be relevant. I mean, it is a quite relevancy to the point. Okay, well, what are the main criteria, qualities of the CV? Number one, it must be factual. Number two, logical. Number 3, attractive. Number 4, precise. Factual, logical, attractive, and precise. They are the 4 qualities ruling over all the CV. Dear students, you must learn this, you must know this, that there are different formats of the CV. We are going to talk about the formats of the CV in the next video, third. Hope you have understood. Thank you very much.